Hello to day 7 of my Just Ship It challenge. And yesterday was a little bit a slower day because I mainly spent the day with my family instead of working on the tool, but I actually did a little bit of work in the evening. And today was actually quite productive. I made a good progress, and so let's talk a little bit about this. And before I do that, let's switch over to Twitter and just keep, for the whole process things, let's keep the things straight so that I'm every day updating something, right? So if you want, I can actually show you my wonderful process of updating my Twitter. So let's change the screen a little bit and then let's go to Twitter, right? So yesterday I shared my pictures of me just enjoying life. So I think, I don't know, can I just add another tweet here? Or is that then a comment to that one? I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, let's just, yeah, looks okay. Day 7, right? Day 7. Oh, that doesn't look like a 7, right? So, day 7. How should I summarize this day? Send first. First. It's a little bit difficult to describe it in just a tweet. So I send one part of the program to an early adopter, which is not necessarily the whole tool, the whole program, but it's a part of it. And so that was actually quite good. Maybe engaged, let's put it that way, engaged with or started working with my first early adopter today. So that makes it a wonderful day today. Also started to think more about the code review metrics I'll implement, and now streaming on Twitch, come join me for a while. So that's it, right? Oh yeah, and I have to put that link there, and that's it. That's more or less my tweet for today, right? Started working with my first early adopter today, so that makes it a wonderful day. I also started to think more about the code review metrics I will implement. Now streaming on Twitch. Come join me to hear about my, oh no, it's way too long. But I wanted to actually add this hashtag woman make challenge, but I don't even find it. Woman make challenge. I don't know if this was the, come join me to hear about my woman make challenge progress. This is a way too long tweet. No, there's actually only one thing, right? Now streaming on Twitch, come join me to hear about my woman make challenge, but I don't know if this is the right hashtag. So let's look for that hashtag first and then tweet it out. I'm looking to update my portfolio. As part of the woman make challenge, I plan to launch music. Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, cool. So this is the right thing. Let's tweet that. Let's have a quick look. Okay. So this is something else. So let's go back actually to something else. So yeah, let me think about how I can wrap up or think about what I did today. So as I said, I mainly made part of this program independent, standalone. I actually transferred or build it into a binary that's able to be built on Linux. It was my first Python binary that I created. I'm actually normally not a Python developer. I come from a Java and C# background, so this is also one of my. It's actually the second project that I work with Python, but I have never really created an executable from Python, so I had to learn a little bit about that today, and I realized that there's actually a very nice library that does that for you. It's called PyInstaller. But if you are on a Windows machine like I am and you run the PyInstaller thing, then it creates an executable for Windows and not really for Linux. So I had actually to get an Ubuntu image in a Docker container and then run the thing over there. And so I tested it a little bit and it worked. I'm not sure it will work for the user that I send it to. I really hope so. I felt a little bit strange that I cannot really troubleshoot it as good as I wanted. So I have sent this over, and now I'm just hoping that it will work and not give any errors and collect the data. And so this would be really cool. But we will see tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So this was one thing that I did today. And then the second thing is I was working more on the metrics, implementing more of the metrics. I have a couple of metrics already and I run them. So over the last few days, something that I haven't talked about is that I actually extracted a lot of data from different projects that I thought are interesting, open source projects mainly. And so today I started looking a little bit more at the different metrics and seeing, can you actually compare them? Probably not, because the engineering practices on the different projects will be very different. But maybe there are some key metrics that are more generalizable. So this is something that I have on my to-do list for the next few days. And so what are some of the projects that I actually got data for? I got some for Apache CouchDB. I got some for Facebook React, actually was something that I scraped yesterday. Then what was another one? Let me have a look at my folder. I actually forgot it. JetBrains Kotlin, and then Flutter. That's it. I think, TensorFlow, because TensorFlow is an interesting one because they are using a lot of pods for the code review process. So what I hope from working with all these different projects and looking at the different data for these projects is to see a lot of different practices. So for example, you will have a difference if people are squashing the commits together when they are merging or not. You have different data, right? And I saw that some of the people are not even making the changes to the PRs, but they're closing the thing and would open up another PR, which screws a lot of my metrics that I'm actually calculating. And so TensorFlow was something that I wanted to analyze because they are using pods. And so I wanted to see how that actually changes a little bit, how they're doing code reviews and the information that I extract from that. So that will be interesting as well. And so this is more or less it. I actually also niche down a little bit what will be part of my first MVP, and so there will be 3 different visualizations. One will be about time, so how much time it takes to do code reviews. There will be different metrics showing that. There will be one about size, because it's really important, right? So how large are code reviews, and there will be different metrics that are exploring that for you. And then the third one will be participation. So this will be about how are people actually engaging in code reviews, what are they doing. And those 3 views, I mean, there are many more things that I could do, but those are actually basically the first 3 views that I want to ship in this October challenge. And yeah, I think the most exciting thing is really that I have a person that's interested in that already. So if I get the data and I will generate some of those views and some of those metrics and models, then this is super exciting to get actual feedback from somebody else and seeing what's more useful than the other things, right? And so maybe this will bring a new breakthrough or something for my tool. So yeah, mainly that's it for my today update. I don't think I have a lot of other things to share. It's an interesting process to share something every day. Normally if you work on something, a couple of days, and then there is probably more progress that you can share. So sometimes I feel that in these videos, maybe I should not just report on what I did, but do actual work. So it could be that I'm switching to that. Before hopping on the stream, I was actually thinking, why not investigate together, right, on the stream, and look at some of the projects, look at some of the PRs, extract some data together, analyze it, and yeah, to do actual work on the stream. It could be that I'm starting to do that. I'm not 100% sure because it's a next level of commitment that I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet. I'm happy that I stick to this 9 p.m. Schedule for now. But yeah, it could be that maybe I'm doing that. Like I have to think a little bit more about this, and I think maybe if the tool is a little bit more ready, right, in the next stage, that I can show it and then we can actually do something with it, maybe that will be interesting and a good alternative to my just updates on what I did, which is a little bit like a stand-up, right? Like I'm telling you what I did and which open issues I still have, and the other would be a different kind of stream. Well, that's it. I don't think I have much more to share, so thank you for tuning in, and I will keep you updated on the progress for this tool and how it comes along. And yeah, day 7, it's a little bit scary because right now I don't feel that, I feel I make progress. There's not a lot more progress that I could do in a few single days, but on the other hand, October is coming soon, and the end of October is coming soon, and I have to do so many things. I actually thought I will make a website for the thing, make maybe a newsletter, or not a newsletter, but like a list where people can sign up if they're interested in things like that. So I think I have to get going with that as well. Maybe the latest that I want to do that is half of it, right? So let's say have half of it for building the tool and have half of it for also starting really, get things around this idea a little bit more settled. So, well, but now I'm really ending the stream. Thank you so much for watching, and talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.